Hi, this is Steve, and in this video I'm going to show you the basics on how to set up a tracking link and then cover the common tasks that you'll want to know about to use your tracking links. And for this video I'm going to assume that you've watched the Getting Started video, and what I want to do here is expand on what I covered there. So first, let's go ahead and create a tracking link so we have something to talk about. Let's click Create New Link. And for this link, I'm going to set our primary URL to be the Little Free Library. So let me type that in, littlefreelibrary.org. Really cool movement going on right now. And that's all that you need to create this tracking link. So before I do that, I'm actually going to set a few of the optional settings. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a link group. And again, this is for organizational reasons. I've got a lot of different groups set up here. Now, you may not have any group set up, and if you would like to create one, you just click on the help icon here, create a group, and select whatever group you want. I'm going to put this link into my community projects group. So for the link name, I'm going to choose Little Free Library, just so I can easily remember it. And again, this has to be between 4 and 32 characters long if you choose to have a name. Now for the tracking link, it's by default http:// and then the account URL, and that's what I'm going to be using. But if you had a custom domain, you could use this menu and choose it. I have bestcoolproducts.com set up, but that's not going to be appropriate for the Little Free Library, so I'm not going to be using that. But if you had a custom domain set up that maybe reflected your brand, or if you were going to be doing email marketing or Facebook marketing, you would definitely want to set up a custom domain. You would choose that here. And if you need to set up a custom domain and you're unsure how to do that, just again, go over to the help icon and it will explain how to create your own custom domain. Now for the optional link identifier, I'm actually going to put in a descriptive name so I can remember it easily. And again, this field must be between 4 and 32 characters. So I'm going to do Little Free Library, LFL, and because it needs to be at least 4 characters, I'm going to put O on the end for org, LFLO, and that's going to be my tracking link. I've got my link group set up, I've got my link name, I've got my tracking link set, I've got my destination URL, and cloaking for the moment I'm going to leave no. I'm going to explain that in a minute. So for now, I'm just going to create this brand new link. Okay, there it is. Let's go ahead and open it and test the link. You can see our new tracking link. This is the link that you would use in your marketing efforts. Let me go ahead and click preview. Okay, you can see that the link pulled up. Now, a couple things I want to point out is one, take a look at the URL bar here. You can see that the littlefreelibrary.org is showing there, and you can see in the tab it says Little Free Library, and that is something that their site put in that tab. Now let's go back to Clickmagick. And the first thing I want you to notice is the total click and unique click counts here. They're both 0 now because it's a brand new link, but I just clicked it using the preview button. So let's go refresh and see what those counters change to. Okay, you can see that the total clicks advanced to 1 and the unique clicks advanced to 1. Now I want you to remember those two numbers. We're going to talk about them in just a moment. So let's go back into the link. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cloak this link so you can see what that does. Now when I choose cloaking, I get the option of a page title. This title is going to replace the tab that we see up here. So I'm going to type something in that looks different. I'm going to type My Little Free Library. And with cloaking, it's going to use this title for the tab. It's going to use our tracking link in the URL bar instead of the destination URL like it did before. These other two fields are for Facebook only. You can learn more about them by clicking on the help icon. So let's go ahead and save changes. Okay, so let's open it up and let's preview it. So now you can see the URL bar has our Clickmagick tracking link, and you can see that the tab says My Little Free Library. So that's how cloaking works. And the reason that you would want to use cloaking is primarily if you want to hide destination URL because it's an affiliate link and it's long and ugly. For whatever reason you want to hide it, that's why you would use cloaking. So now that we've clicked this a second time, let's go back up and see what happens to our tracking counters. I'm going to refresh. And now you can see that the total count has gone up to 2, but the unique count remains 1. And that's very important to remember, because as you track, you need to know how many unique visitors you have to the site versus how many total visitors you've had to the site. Now, I was the same person both times, so I visited the site twice, but I am one unique visitor. This prevents people from clicking on the same link over and over and over again and having it affect your unique clicks. Your total clicks will go up, but your unique clicks will remain unaffected. So let's go back into the link here. Now we've covered all of these settings. For the advanced settings, we have another video for that you can go check out. What I'm going to do now is go through our settings menu and go through our edit menu. So for our edit menu, editing the link, that's what we've been doing. Now cloning a link, this is how you completely duplicate a link. You can choose clone link, and it will ask you for a new link name and a new tracking ID. You just type that in, and that will create a complete copy of this current link, along with all the link settings, the cloak settings, the advanced settings, and any split test URLs that you have. And I'll explain that in just a minute. So that's what cloning a link will do for you. Reset stats. Now reset stats simply sets your counters to 0, but there's some interesting things you need to know, because Clickmagick remembers everybody who's visited this link. Even though your counters are 0, if somebody who's visited your link comes in again, your total clicks will go up by 1, but your unique clicks will not go up because this is a repeat visitor. All of this is explained if you select Reset Stats. It's explained in this FAQ right here. So before you ever reset a link, I would encourage you to go read that FAQ just so you understand exactly how the counters are affected. So let's go on to the next one. Archive link. Archive link is simply a way, if you're no longer using a link, you can hide it away someplace where it remains active, but it's not visually in the way of the links that you're using currently. So if you archive a link, it's going to put it in a group up here called Archived Links. You can always select this group and you can see all of your archived links. So it doesn't go anywhere, it just visually hides it away in this special group. You can always unarchive it as well. And then the final one in the edit menu is delete link, and that does exactly what it says it does. It completely and forever deletes the link and all its traffic data from the system. So once you delete a link, you can no longer get it back. That's very important to remember. So that's it for the edit menu. Let's go ahead and check out the settings menu. Now I'm only going to talk about a few items in here because these are covered in another video. I'm going to talk about the most used items here. The first one is track conversions. Now if you need tracking pixels, you'll select this item and you'll be presented with all of the necessary tracking pixels that you can just simply copy and paste into any forms that you need to enter those into. Now if you don't know what a tracking pixel is, don't worry about it. When the time comes, just know that they're here and they're available for you. Now split testing, this is a hugely valuable tool. And again, I'm not going to go into this in this video, but we have a full video and a full set of explanation right here. If you click this help icon, you can fully understand split testing. But the quick overview for those who do understand it is you can enter your additional URLs right here. You can add the percentage that it's to have, add URL. You can add as many URLs as you want, and you can get your split testing going. Clickmagick will even tell you once you have a winner if you choose yes. So again, if you don't know what split testing is, I highly encourage you to click on the help icon and read through and watch the videos that we have there. It's pretty exciting when you learn about split testing. It'll make you a lot of money if you get really good at it. So let's take a look at the menu again. The final one I want to talk about here that people get excited about is our traffic quality. Now, what this tool does is it shows you the kind of traffic that you have coming in, how good that traffic is. Because when you're out there and you're buying traffic, if that's what you're doing, it's kind of a toss-up. It's like, you're going to spend some money. Is this a reputable traffic source? Is the traffic good? You just don't know unless you've gotten a very solid recommendation from somebody you trust. Well, what Clickmagick has built into it is a traffic quality score. Now I can't demonstrate it with this link because it doesn't have any traffic, but I've got a link up here that I can show you. This is what it looks like if you have a link and you choose traffic quality. You get a nice little dial here that shows you just how good your traffic is. Obviously, the more in the green it is, the better. This particular source has a traffic score of 83, and that's fully explained by clicking on this help icon right here. but it breaks down how many unique IPs it is, how many mobile clicks. Maybe you have a site that is not tailored for mobile users, and you're finding that 21% of the people visiting it are mobile users. What if you find that 70% are mobile users and your site is not tailored for mobile users? Well, then you've got some homework to do. So it's good to know this stuff. Proxy clicks, tier 1 clicks, tier 2, these are very important to know and understand if you want to analyze traffic. So again, we have help right here by clicking on these icons where you can learn what a tier 1 click is, a tier 2, and a tier 3. It's very important stuff. We have it all in one place where you can analyze this, so you don't just have to trust with your gut. You can actually run some traffic, see the score, and see how good that traffic is. So that's our traffic quality. And then we have some other things that let you analyze your traffic, and you can have different kinds of links and alert notifications. Just go through this menu, and when you select the items, they usually come up with a very comprehensive explanation of what they are. But I've covered in this video the most common things you'll need when tracking your links and tracking your conversions. So if you have any other questions, watch the other videos that I pointed out, or simply contact us at our help desk and we'll get those answered. So this is Steve McGuire with Clickmagick. Bye-bye for now.